Now, KLBK Sports with Gene Dumont.
Welcome back. It's the final day of the 2015 First Bank Classic, and I know you want highlights, so we're not going to waste any more time. Let's head straight over to Magley Field. The Monterey Plainsmen playing host to the Colleyville Heritage Panthers. Yesterday, I told you about Jordan Knight's speed. Well, watch this. Top of the first, a ball in the dirt, and he's going to go ahead and steal third, and that puts runners on second and third. After another Monterey walk, Hunter Spaeth takes one in the back, and that's going to go ahead and bring home the first Monterey run and keep the bases loaded. How about this? The moment every kid dreams about, bases loaded. Jared Frankenhauser, go ahead and enjoy the spotlight, my man. A bases clearing triple, and that's going to increase the Plainsmen lead to 4. But hey, they weren't done. Santos Alinez, he wants to join in on the fun. But he's gonna take this hit right here and bloop it to shallow left field, and that's gonna give the Plainsmen a 5-0 lead. Monterey would go on to win 8-3. So let's go ahead and head over to Ed O'Banion Field. This little Lubbock Cooper fan, she's excited. She wants to see her Pirates take on the Coronado Mustangs. Top of the second, AJ Perez hits it just past the shortstop to bring home a run and make it 3-0 Pirates. Let's stay in the second. Jordan Salas is going to drop one in, and that's going to make it 4-0 Pirates. So it's got to be over, right? Well, in the words of Lee Corso, not so fast, my friend. Bases loaded. Nico Garza chops it over the head of the third baseman, and that's going to tie us up at 4. Next batter, Trevor Paradowski. He's going to smoke it through the defense, and that's going to bring home another run to give Coronado the 5-4 lead. The Mustangs would go on to score 7 in the second inning alone before hanging on to win, get this, 13-12. Well, let's go ahead and go over to our last stop in the First Bank Classic, Matador Field. Estacado hosted the Andrews Mustangs, and we've seen plenty of offense this weekend, so how about some defense? Herman Vindiola showing off the hops right there and still beating the runner to the bag in the top of the first. Let's move to the second. Chris Garcia hits a dribbler through the right side that just gets through, and that's going to put the Mustangs up 1-0. Still in the second, Chris Hammock flies one to left. The Estacado defender makes the grab, but he falls down, so that's enough to score another Andrews run, 3-0. Bottom of the second, great plate discipline by the Matadors, and that's going to bring in their first run of the game. Andrews, though, would go on to win 9-6. Well, let's take a look at some other scores from around the First Bank Classic. Lubbock High was able to defeat El Paso Chapin 11-3 this morning at Westerner Field, while right after Plainview, they continued their impressive weekend by defeating Odessa 6-4. But Texas Tech, they wanted in on the fun, so they had a team taking the diamond in town today. The softball team in a doubleheader over at Rocky Johnson Field. The Red Raiders taking on Mississippi Valley State. Let's pick it up in the top of the third with nobody on. Leah Hobson with the solo shot for the Red Raiders. And hey, when you hit a bomb like that, you get the low 5. Just like that, Tech leading 6-1. Bottom third, Chandler Moore on the mound. Red Raider fans won't like this one. Sidney Coate knocks one deep and over the outstretched glove of Jordan Bettiol, and that solo shot cut the Tech lead to 4. Then in the top of the fourth, bases loaded. Devin Tomey at the plate, and she gets this one to drop just fair down the left field line, and that plates Brooke Scott and builds the Tech lead to 7-1. Still in the fourth, bases loaded again. Ashley Fultz at the plate, and she gets it to drop over the middle, bringing home Tomei and making it 9-2 Red Raiders. And still with only one out in the fourth, Brittany Lee, she hits this one high to left field, and hey, that's good enough for a sac fly to bring home Kiera Miles, and the Red Raiders took a 10-2 lead at that point and would go on to win 16-4. And in Game 2, they were able to defeat Tulsa 10-2. Nice. So they had a great weekend.
Good.
And I also want to say congratulations to Jacorian Duffield, high jump national champion. So there's a fearless champion.